Check 1, 2. There we go.
Hey gang, this is Up the Middle with your hosts on the right, the homeless conservative Blake Fisher, and on the left, the Democratic nominee for Congress in the 7th District of Ohio, Matt Diemer. And somewhere in the middle, I'm retired Secret Service Special Agent Ross Yerger. You'll come to know me as Yergs. Let's get to it.
I know we're late. Not even doing the camera today. Last night sucked. And it wasn't the fault of those at WMMNF. 88.5, where I was supposed to be. I have no idea where I'm going. So I got GPS helping me get there. And right as I'm about to get on one particular highway, I'm not going to say because I don't want you to have any idea where I actually live. But as I'm about to get onto one particular highway, it says, take the exit. And I see ahead of me a right turn lane. I steer into it, having no idea that it's a lane that's about to end. And the highway that I was on doesn't have a shoulder. It has curbs. And I swerve at the last minute to get out of it. Not enough. And I now don't have one flat tire. I have two. So I finally got home at about 3 a.m, but not because I was on a radio show till that time. And needless to say, the stress, the lack of sleep to begin with, I am just getting up. Hence the reason why no camera. Still some good news. I don't even remember what we talked about yesterday as far as like news type stuff. But I got to get the pup in. So I'm going to give you a quick commercial. And then we'll be back after this. It's Yergs Radio, Up the Middle. We'll talk soon.
Do you have a podcast? Of course you do. It's probably one of the reasons why you listen to us. Well, I got something for you. Flowsend.ai. All you do is take your pre-recorded data, click, drag, and drop right into the inbox for Flowsend AI. Click a button, and out comes everything that you're going to need. From the transcript to content, such as keywords, titles for your episode, the timeline, posts for LinkedIn, posts for Twitter, Instagram, other smaller platforms, all the things that it takes you hours to do in literally minutes. So go to flowsend.ai. Tell them Yerg sent you and get your subscription today. Worth every penny. Flowsend.ai.
So I don't even know what we talked about yesterday, other than some of the news things that I still have on show notes. But starting Monday, Up the Middle will now be 5 days a week. And some places, like in WDJY in Atlanta, It is 5 days a week, but not Monday through Friday and not live. We're trying to work on something with $14.90. That would be a little bit pricier. But I think what would happen there is we'll definitely be more aggressive now in selling ad spaces. And yeah, we're growing. I talked to my tow truck driver last night. He actually recognized my voice from one of the podcasts I'm on. He wasn't sure which. After I told him that, I'm in radio and podcasting and whatever else. So shout out to Lonnie. Yeah, definitely shout out to Lonnie. Really cool guy. Just the conversation that he was willing to have put me at better ease. Florida Highway Patrol eventually pulled up behind me. I was going to call somebody and say, hey, but the particular location I was at was rather remote. And I'm like, yeah, I'll live. Even though I was kind of partially in the one lane. Like, I sat in the back of my van sideways, looking out the back window. And some made it close. One car actually stopped till the left lanes were open and could get over. But I'm home, safe. Gonna be needing money. Hell or high water, I am making a mortgage payment this month for the first time in about 5 or 6 months. And the best part about it is that everything is straightened out. I've got to touch base again with that law firm. We're doing commercials for them. That's it. I'm giving them a few freebies. They made that process. There's always something, right? But they made that process so simple. And I was able to get on top of my homeowner's insurance as a result. I'm in the process of talking with contractors to get the roof fixed. That's been hell. But I haven't even checked news for obvious reasons. Let's just check, see what's happening in the world besides the Olympics. Something about, does the Olympics allow trans athletes? Yeah, I'm all for diversity. I'm all for my entire community. LGBTQ, IA plus, I think is all of them. But I don't know that we're ready for people who used to be males on any level to be directly competing against females. I just don't think we're there yet. Just like gay marriage, people who weren't for gay marriage at the start of their administration, Barack Obama, evolved when the time was right, and eventually were for it because the rest of the country on a majority was ready as well. But we've got a campaign going on, and apparently our superior uber alles, or whatever the MAGA movement wants to call this knucklehead, Didn't know Kamala Harris was black. Does he want to lose? Is that it? Was Howard Stern right? Was I right when we both said he never wanted to be president in the first place? Does he want to lose? And maybe that's what he's trying to actually orchestrate. But she's Indian 1 minute and then she becomes black. I'm, yeah. I mean, first, in the past couple of weeks, it was the selection of J.D. Vance as his vice president, who would be a great selection if you knew that you were going to win the election and you were already establishing your team of yes men. But then, almost immediately after he picks J.D. Vance, the convention happens, and per their own rules, he's now legally stuck with him. Did you know this? He can't change him from what. Now, to be clear, it is from talking heads on the left. So maybe, they're a little full of themselves. I don't know. But he's stuck, to the best of my knowledge, he's stuck with Vance. Okay, so there's that. And why did he pick Vance? Because he had the confidence that he was going to beat Biden. I don't have that confidence for you, Donnie, but okay. Well, then we all swing and miss at Biden's slider or curveball. Nobody saw that coming. And now he's running against Kamala, which, because Biden was not the actual nominee, and we have a Democratic Republic to include during the primary system, so I'm adjusting some levels here, I'm echoing, to include during the primary system, he wasn't a definite. So I got to find something here too. So yeah, now he's saying, you know what? I'm hearing everybody. I am considering what they have to say, and I'm out. Why am I not? I'm trying to put in. I wonder. I'm trying to put in the song that I like for. It's in an MP4 format. Oh, there we go. That's MP3. Why am I not able? I used to have. This is so pissing me off. I used to have the theme that we use for up the middle. The D drive. I got to get this stuff ready for next week because it's, it'll be a daily thing. But yeah, so he's thinking, okay, I'm going to go up against Biden. That's not going to happen. Biden says, you know what? I'm considering what everybody's saying. Yeah, I think it's time. Peace out. And now Mama Kamala has the reins. And I don't think either of these are it either. And Mama Kamala's got the reins. And now he's all scared. I love that anytime, anywhere, as far as the debates. Now all of a sudden, I don't know. I don't think I need to. Well, Donnie. All right, so I cannot get an MP3 to play. Why not? Something else I got to figure out today. There we go. Now, why is it? Something else must have been open or whatever. Here's the song. I love this song. It's from whatever Free. Just very upbeat. It's in the background for the intro that you just heard. I just can't use that one 4 out of the 5 days. Of course, I'm not going to use the whole 2 minutes or whatever it is. It is like a 3-minute song, and I don't think we need. So, yeah, there it is. Good. Close that out. There we go. So now, all of a sudden, the master Republican, the man who's going to take back America, doesn't know his biggest opponent is a black woman. So how screwed are you? And that was one of the, when I was getting some news together for right now, we got like 10 minutes before I got to run. So analyzing, this is the news. Analyzing the fallout from Trump's comments attacking Harris. Trump's nephew on why he's voting for Kamala Harris. Now, we already know his nieces, Mary Trump. She's been up his ass. But now, Fred Trump III. Apparently, Donald stole the inheritance from his brother. This is who you support for family values, MAGA people. Scott Jennings, I would love to know who that is. Republican, former special assistant to W. Scott Jennings says, where was it now? Oh, now I got this hacking cough too. Scott Jennings says, Trump crapped the bed today. He needs to get up and change the sheets. That pretty much says it. There's that other guy, I don't remember what his name is, but the dark curly haired guy that's the former or on vacation Republican strategist, appears on Brian Tyler Cohen. Pearl necklace. I guess he's trendy. And clearly he's been anti-Trump. Now this Scott Jennings from the W administration, another anti-Trumper, 2 family members, probably more, possibly more. Let's leave it at that. His entire administration, out of 40 cabinet members and top advisors that he had, 44 top advisors that he had. "40 have not yet or have already refused to endorse him. 4 have endorsed him. I know one of them has got to be Mnuchin. 1, he was the only one that made it all 4 years. 2, he, I'll just say, is close enough to the ideology of Trump. So, but he lost the entire Joint Chiefs, another high-ranking general, that was his Homeland Security Secretary and his Chief of Staff, John Kelly. I met him, when he was with Homeland Security. Dude, solid. I'll take his advice over Trump, regardless of what I think about Trump. Anytime. I mean, that's not even, you go right to not sorry. You go right to not sorry with that one. But yeah, we're at the spot. Oh, here's a message from Hi, Ross. You're all set up to begin broadcasting live next week. The login details for all live slots are listed below. And that looks familiar. Good. Yeah, so many other things going on in the world, and he allows people to focus on that. You've got one, you've got to know it's coming because you've said it. And you're at the associate, whatever it is, but it's essentially Association of Black Journalists. Oh, Penn State World Campus. Yeah, I get that in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Busy day today, gang. So yeah, that's the biggest New York appeals court leaves Donald Trump's gag order in place, rejecting a call to end restrictions after his hush money conviction. The hits just keep on coming. Hamas leader was killed by explosive device planted months before explosion, says a source. Hamas's political chief, Ismail Haniyeh, was assassinated in the Iranian capital of Tehran on Wednesday using an explosive device that has been covertly hidden in the guest house where he was staying. A source familiar with that's why you sweep it. The bomb was concealed about 2 months ago and detonated remotely once he was inside his room at the guest house, according to the source, who was briefed on the operation. New York Times was first to report it. Iran and Hamas are blaming Israel. How do they know? Maybe Hamas has pissed in more Cheerios than just Israel. Whoa, get this. Massive prisoner swap. Reads U.S. reporter Evan Gershkovich and Paul Whelan. The United States and Russia completed their biggest prisoner swap in post-Soviet history on Thursday, earlier today, with Moscow releasing journalist Evan Gershkovich and fellow American Paul Whelan in a multinational deal that sends some 24 people free, according to officials in Turkey, where the exchange took place. And with that, we're going to end today's show. And I'm going to get to doing everything else I got to be doing. But yeah, that's awesome. Oh, what would that be? Another win for Biden. Donnie. Oops. Guess you aren't as tight with Moscow as what you thought. So tomorrow we'll be back. Blake will not be with us. He's traveling. Matt will be here. 2 hours, and clearly we will be talking about this. 99.1 WDJY, 1490 WWPR, America One Radio, the UG.media, Rainbow Radio, Yerg's Radio. Yeah, time for water. Yerg's Radio, it's Yerg's Radio Network, up the middle. Get back to watching the Olympics. We will see you tomorrow.